Virtus Pro's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Больше ассистов как бы свидетельствует о том, что ребята чуть больше воюют, в принципе. Разницы по фрагам там практически нет никакой. Ну и давайте посмотрим уже пики баны. Мы видим стандартный стандарт, я бы его назвал так. А вот пик...
Now, this is a bit of an issue though. Crystal made
Dire team pick.
careful of that frostbite, of the damage, the ensnare as well. It might not be the best lane for him. Teams are going to start figuring out how to deal with the Bat Rider in the best way possible with their supports, and I think Naga and Crystal Maiden are two of the heroes to do that with their respective abilities. Puck is going to come out from Sigma. Fata, one of the best Puck players in the game, just absolutely outstanding with how well he can maneuver that hero, the amount of damage he can pump out as well. No big surprise they picked that up, so now it is pretty much a Bat Rider offlane for 100% certainty. You do see that Puck offlane sometimes, but it's just, the Bat Rider is just a bit better in terms of he can go to the jungle if he's having a rough time, like we saw Bone 7 do in the previous game. So you have that option, whereas with the Puck, if you're stuck in that offlane and you're getting killed, you're going to be in a situation where you can't really go to the jungle, you can't really rotate out of the lane. So they're going to use that Puck mid more likely than not. They're going to try to control the pace of the game. He'll be up against an Invoker, so it's not going to be the easiest matchup, but it's also not going to be the hardest either. He can get hit with the Cold Snap, obviously, but he can also dish out the damage with the Waning Rift and the Illusory Orb on top of that. Excuse me. One more ban to come out from Sigma International here. The Gyrocopter ban from Virtus Pro, just to make sure they don't have that for Paris or Sakshika, so we'll see what they want to do.
5 seconds remaining.
Interestingly enough, Funzy's back playing with Sigma right now, as Paz is not here, as you can see, which is interesting. Funzy, I believe, used to play carry for, or at least something along those lines for MTW. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm probably wrong. I used to be a huge fan of MTW back when they won DreamHack Winter and DreamHack Summer. I believe it was DreamHack Summer, actually, up against Navi. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Virtus Pro's turn to
Actually,
pick.
the offlane player, yeah. So he was, honestly, and it's kind of cool to see them back together again. That old lineup, of course, of Cinderin, fucking Mad, Funzy, Sakshika, Debop, just playing some great Dota. Really utilizing the Tinker as well was something to keep in mind, was just kind of how MTW used to play. They're probably not going to pick it up now because they don't really have room for it, but it was a lot of fun to watch. So yeah, DreamHack Summer 2012, they did take down Navi. One of the best series I've seen in a while. It's been a long time since then, obviously.
5 seconds remaining.
And we're getting even close to 2 years at this point, but all these guys still in competitive Dota, with the exception of Funzy, who's just standing in right now. We'll see what happens, however, as we continue on here with the draft. So one more pick to go for both sides. The last ban coming out for Sigma International was going to be the Silencer there, so just to make sure that Global Silence is not available. Interesting ban. You don't see that too often. Not sure if it was deserving of a ban, but who am I to judge here? And Sigma and pick up a lot of decent heroes, and a Global Silence could be pretty effective against them. The even more interesting thing is they're all 4 intelligence heroes. There's not really any sort of agility or strength for them right now, and they don't have that much tankiness because of that. Clockwork, at least, is going to be the brunt of the damage taking. Bat Rider's a pretty tanky hero, so it's not that bad, and Puck is obviously very elusive with his phase shift and Illusory Orb, the way he could jaunt, and Blink Dagger as well on top of that. We'll see. I mean, this could come back to bite them. You don't generally talk about tankiness in a game like this, but who knows? It might be a factor that some people have to think about here. 33 seconds of reserve time right now for Virtus Pro. They have the Naga, they have the Invoker, Clockwork, and Crystal Maiden. Will they pick up a carry, or will they go for the Naga Siren carry, pick up another support? That remains to be seen. The likelihood of which, I'm not sure. We've seen Illidan play that Naga Siren carry, like I mentioned before. They're going to go for the Bane, so Naga is going to be in that carry role. And Invoker's probably going to be played by G, offlane Clockwork, and this is, like I said before, if they can get this game to about 40 minutes in and Naga has some decent farm, they'll be in an okay position. But Sigma, they're probably going to be aggressive early on, considering they have the Shadow Shaman Serpent Wars, they have the Bat Rider Lasso, they have puck-controlling team fights. A Dream Coil on top of an Ice Blast is disgusting. The amount of damage control you have is absolutely horrifying. AA with the Ice Blast can get some easy pickoffs, easy kills. They won't be able to make afterwards, obviously, so Virtus Pro, they've got to be kind of shaking a little bit here. Sigma, this last pick, it really has to be their carry at this point in time. Maybe an early to mid-game kind of carry, somebody that can fight decently well. We saw StarLadder for a bit of time here in this draft, or in this in patch, excuse me, not too long ago, but he's been phased out a bit. Like it's not available, he would have been, I think, the perfect hero to really pick up for Sigma. Obviously, he's not getting picked right now. We're gonna go for the Doom instead, and if this game Pro, I believe, but right now Sigma are going to try to do this as early as possible, get to level 6 for that Doom, try to get a couple of kills on the board, and push down some towers with the Serpent Ward, be aggressive with the Bat Rider. I feel like Sigma, they know what they want to do, they know what they want to accomplish. Virtus, they will have some Siren to disengage, they have some decent team fight of their own, but it comes down to who can fight a bit better early on here, and I just give that edge to Sigma. Speaking of them, getting into some introductions here. Paris, aka Sakshika, he'll be on the Doom heading up to that top lane. Fucking Mad, also known as 10, will be on the Shadow Shaman. Funzy, the stand-in, former MTW player, will be on the Ancient Apparition. Fatsa's going to be on the Puck, and to round it all out, it's going to be Miguel on that off-lane Bat Rider. And on the other side of things, Virtus Pro, they've been playing a lot of Dota recently. Playing in the Tech Labs Cup 2014, they're in the winners final of that. NS is going to be on the Bane. Illidan Stormrage going to be on the Nagasar, heading down to that bot lane right now. Mid lane, Jotum, well, for the time being, he's going to be on that Crystal Maiden. He'll roam around, maybe put up a ward as well. We'll see G on the Invoker, no surprise there. And top lane, it is going to be Arsard on the Clockwork. So, because they have the clock, because they have the lockdown in terms of Frostbite and Ensnare, I expect to see G 100% go for Quas Exhort. No real... It'd be interesting to see him go Quas Wex, but he's played Quas Exhort every time I see him, and really that's no big surprise considering Sunstrike is just so strong and so powerful. The Forge Spirits as well to push down towers. It's going to have to be kind of that counter-aggression towards what Sigma has, with the Serpent Wards coming through, with Puck controlling those team fights. So we will get a quick pause coming up from Illidan. I was almost certain that we were not going to get a pause. I thought it was going to happen. I was praying, please, no pause. Some of you who've been watching the Tech Labs Cup 2014 qualifying rounds have noticed that the pauses have been a bit long for some of the Russian teams. Myself and What Is Hip, we had a game the other day where there was a 2-hour pause. 2 hour. I'm not even kidding, it was about a 2-hour pause. So anytime I see a pause, I get a little bit of PTSD. I start freaking out a bit and hope that it doesn't go super long. Luckily, that one was rather quick, and hopefully the Steam servers stay up to snuff for pretty much the majority of this game. NS is going to grab that Illusion Rune, and he'll be able to harass down Miguel pretty effectively, but once again, off-lane Bat Rider, you go boots 99% of the time, just to survive, just to stay alive. As of right now, it's a dual lane. Crystal Maiden may stay up top, may head down bottom. With the Clockwork top, there's absolutely no point to have him help out Arsart, and the Virtus Pro are not one to dual lanes unless it's dual lane mid. So Jotum will head down to the bottom lane and try to help out NS as well as Illidan, get some farm here, get some kills as well. And Sunstrike is going to be a big factor, I think, for G. If he can hit a couple with Cogs going through, with Ensnare, with Frostbite, they'll probably be in a good position. But on the other side of things, Sigma, they have a decent team fighting lineup like I talked about early on. Paris, Devour's up and ready to go. I thought he was going to go into the jungle with Devour creep, but it looks like that is not going to be the case. He's just going to go to the lane instead. He actually just skilled up Devour right now, so just kind of waiting, making sure there's no aggressive trialing coming out against him and having to skill up something else differently. That is not the case. Miguel down in that bottom lane, getting Sticky Napalm, level 1. A bit aggressive considering that he is against a lane with a lot of lockdown. You think about what they have. Illidan's not going to go for Ensnare anytime soon, but they do have Frostbite, they do have Ensnare coming through. Jotum, he can jungle, and it looks like he is doing that right now. He's just going to Frostbite this Centaur Conqueror real quick and just get up to level 2 as quickly as possible. And then from there, probably go for an Arcane Aura. You can go for Crystal Nova if you want, depending on how active you're going to be. In this scenario, I don't think he's going to go for the Crystal Nova against Miguel. I think he'd rather just help his team out, have some Arcane Aura, which allows G to be a bit more effective in the mid lane, which allows Naga to spam out a bit more ability. And of course, Flare top also for Arsart as well, which is important. Look at how close fucking Matt is playing to Arsart right now, though. He is zoning him out very effectively, just making sure he can't get any experience. We saw this kind of thing in the last game where Darkseer played by Insane, couldn't get anything done, couldn't get any levels or experience. Arsart, though, he's played a mean off-lane in the past couple of days, and he's known for his off-lane play. Whether it's the Nyx Assassin, whether it's the Clockwork, he can get things done here. Throw up the Flare, make sure that no pull is happening right now, and that's not going to be the case. actually blocks the creep camp with the flare. Nice play coming up from our side just to make sure. As it's flying over, he blocks it, and he does do so. Meanwhile, Funzy getting frost. I believe, but Chilling Touch is up right now, doing a lot of damage. He is going to go ahead and counter ward real quick with the Sentry Ward on the high ground here. His own Observer Ward taking a bit of harass, but not too much there.
Radiant's bottom
Double damage
tower
rune is that
under
bottom
attack.
rune right now at 2 minutes in. We will see who grabs that. Roaming through is Jottam, so he could pick that up. Heading back home, Batrider early on already. Not sure why. He's not even really losing that much health. He could stay in that bottom lane, grab some experience, and just be fine, but he's going to be safe. Arsart giving some right-click damage. Shackles get canceled immediately coming out from fucking that. So weird. That animation went, but Arsart didn't stop moving, so that was kind of a weird interaction. I've never really seen that before. Oh well. I'm sure it happens. Miguel is just going to give up on this offlane, so free farm is going to go for Illidan. And Naga, one of those heroes that can control the game. The main problem is you're not going to get the experience that you would get in the mid lane. That's the issue here. So we'll probably see NS try to roam, get some pulls going through, help his compadre, make sure he gets a little bit of experience for himself, and then goes from there. So as of right now, G going for Boots of Speed. Null Talisman might pick up the Basilius in a bit here. I would imagine he would. Something's flying out to him, right? No. Boots actually going for Jottam here and a Seth just to make sure he's got some regen as well. It's just some move speed. He's already level 2, but a roaming gang coming through from Funzy and fucking Mad. They're ready to go. They've got Shackles. They've got Cold Feet as well as Chilling. They're ready to fight on G, but look at the rotations coming through. Arsart knows this is happening. He's on the high ground right now. They're going to try to fight instead. Coming through, he doesn't have cogs. He only has flare. There's not much they can do with this. Chilling Touch now going. G going to back off. He's going to go down through the river and the low ground here. Jottam backing off as well. So nice gank snuff out there from Virtus Pro, realizing this was happening. It's about that time. There's a bit of a time there, you understand, to say we've been here for a bit of time in this top lane. It's time to roam down and try to get a kill here or two. It doesn't really work out, so Sigma have to head back to try to help out their carry. Saki's gotta get some more farm here. He's doing an okay job. 28 last hits right now with Devour going through as well, getting that little bit of a boost. And as well, 1,300 gold in the bank for him. He'll be in a good position. Oh my god. Top lane. Shadow Shaman going on Arsart, or at least looking to go on him. And this is the issue. Arsart's only level 1 right now, and we talked about this. There's no way for Arsart to go into jungle right now and get experience like the Batrider is doing. Miguel's level 3 here. Firefly is being very effective. Arsart is getting 100% shut down. He did not do anything. There's no ward here. They countered it with this, or Sentry Ward, excuse me. So they can't run at him. So not only is Sakshika getting free farm right now, but Arsart's getting nothing. And that's a bit of an issue. Down to that bottom with Illidan. Still continuing to get free farm here. No real surprise there. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I am so sorry.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen.
Boom! There
For
we
the top
go.
lane, Arthur continue to get from sitting on. Right now, a decent amount of, well, not really anything actually. 2 last hits, as you can see. G. Sunstrike is up, ready to go. They have Cogs, they have Frostbite, they have Ensnare. They're ready to fight. But the problem is Illidan just getting farm, so is NS. Still trying to get to 6 right now. The supports, whoever gets level 6 first on the supports is really going to be a big issue here. Ancient Emperor setting on level 2, that's the problem. Whereas they are shutting down Arsart, Funzy now sitting at level 2, he's the lowest level in the game here. Fucking Mad and Fatsa rowing down bottom, looking for a potential kill on Jottam. Illidan is sitting down here as well, continuing to get from top lane. If you look at the CS, actually, leading the way is Illidan. He doesn't have that Midas that you see Sakshika have here in this top lane. So, the question is this going to be enough? Are they going to be able to fight early on with this Midas, get him some items going through, whether it's a Vlad, whether it's a Assault Cuirass, even a mech maybe for a Doom, which we don't see too often anymore, but still has got potential. Do they want to try to push down towers? Do they want to be effective in trying to fight here? That's the real question. G on the Invoker, continue trying to get levels here, getting close to those 4 spirits of level 2, 4 points to the quas, that's what you need for that. Then you'll be able to really fight, really push down towers. The armor reduction as well is going to be kind of ridiculous, so Father's got to deal with that. What's Fada sitting on? 2 null talismans, boots of speed, something flying out to him right now. It's just a TP scroll. No blink dagger just yet, but it's 7 minutes, so it would be very surprising to have that anyways. And now we're just playing the farming game. It's 7 minutes in, and there's no first blood, which is a big issue, I think. Not really for Virtus Pro, but maybe Sakshika and the rest of Sigma wanted to get something done here early on. You do see a room from NS. He's got Nightmare ready to go. They're going to try to fight maybe on fucking Matt. He's only level 3. They're just going to dive past his tower. NS is just sitting here. Riptide going through from Illidan. They have Song of the Siren. They're backing off right now. Midas now done for G at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Nobody's fighting just yet. Fatsa roaming back through, looking for a ward, looking for a rune. Excuse me. He's not going to find anything as of yet. 8-minute rune has not spawned. Funzy's starting to get some levels here up in the top lane now that he's gotten some room to work with. There's no fucking bad leeching some experience. Arsart, he's sitting up at level 4 right now, so he's not too far behind. Like, now he's out-leveling the Batriders somehow. Batriders had to go back home a couple of times, and that's the big issue there. He's trying to get towards that blink dagger, and luckily he's close to it. But in terms of experience, he's not quite there yet. He needs a couple of creep waves, a couple of creep stacks to really get anything done. Clockwork's sitting at 950 gold. Maybe go for the phase boost real quick. He'll pick up, actually, he's going to go for a blade mail first, it looks like. He's going to pick Robe of the Magi. Should be the start of that blade mail. Could go for treads as well. Not 100% sure. NS with the pull now. The illusion's bringing it over here. That was unintended. Not a problem. It doesn't really matter that much. Riptide going through. So now you can see already Illidan started to increase his farming rate with those illusions. He's got level 4 mirror image, only level 1 Riptide, mind you, but that doesn't really matter. He's very close to that relic already at 3,400 gold. He is getting free farm. The amount of CS is ridiculous. 68 last hits at 845. Illidan is doing a very nice job in that regard. Top lane, the tier 1 tower taking a beating here. Not too much though. Arsart is starting to get room to get his own experience because the creep wave is pushed up under his tower now. So he's actually going to be, level 6 rather quickly. And this is the good thing. You have 2 heroes that are in the offlane that both really rely on level 6. It's not like they need level 10, level 11, level 12 like you would at Darkseid or something in the offlane. So he'll be able to start fighting soon. The problem is fucking Matt and Fatsa, they're up. He's going to be 4 here, ready to... They might run right at jump. Ready to scalp. I've got Frostbite. It's coming. They'll run right at him. They call him out and get either shot. This top gets first head. Now they should run. It's going to be a fucking Nigeria damage. The brains of grabbing up Fata with the double. They pick up 3 quick kills. 6 white. It's going to be very effective. They only lose 1. They didn't occur in the process though. Not sure where that happened. Looks like right here. Not sure what to do in there. Going a little too far for Fata to try something. Put them on courier, maybe. Still though. They get 3 kills. They do coming out being very effective. They get Sakshika some of that assist gold. They get involved in that fate. Now he's actually really close to that blink dagger. The problem is they don't have the courier to bring it to him, so he'll have that back home once he gets enough money for that. G, all the meanwhile, he was sitting mid-farm, so at least he's increasing that with a little bit. 1,700 gold right now with boots of speed up. He's got the null talisman as well. The Midas has already been used a couple of times. 4 heroes now mid from Sigma. They're going to try to keep their feet on the gas here. Continue to try to fight. They've got Chilling Touch going right now. Fatsa has Dream Coil in 26 seconds, so they don't have that available. They have the lasso. Miguel bringing him back out. He just had that blink dagger. They grab a quick kill on the Invoker. Illusio doing a bit of damage to NS, and now they're going to try to put some pressure here on this tier 1 tower. No level 6 for Shadow Shaman just yet. This catapult should do the job, and it does. They'll back off now. All the meanwhile, Illidan has his relic. His Radiant's almost done at about 12 minutes, a disgusting Radiance timing for Illidan Storm Rage. And he'll continue to farm as well. He could try to gank him, but with Song of the Siren, it's going to be able to do. They need a lasso, they need shackles as well. And they just don't have the lasso for another 58 seconds. So the blink dagger is now done for Fatsa. It's got to come out to him. As you can see, there is no courier for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and that's a bit of an issue. In terms of net worth right now, 5,000 net worth for the Naga Siren. Even more so, though, is going to be Sakshika playing that Doom. Heading back home, his drum is now done. His Midas is done, his phase boost as well. We'll pick that up real quick. I'm going to continue to farm away.
Dire's top tower is
Tier 1
under
tower.
attack.
Going to take a bit of damage. Ice Blast is going to push back the Invoker. Just going to hit just barely on G. It is level 1, so it doesn't do that much damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All the meanwhile, Virtus Pro looking to wrap around here. They have a smoke cake. They're looking for the Doom in the jungle. They're not going to find him. He is mid. They're looking for somebody,
Dire's
even
top
anybody
tower
would be
is
nice.
under attack.
They'll throw the ward though. At least they'll get that done. They're not going to try to pressure this tier 1 tower. There's no real damage they can put on. All the meanwhile, Nagasiren finishing up the Radiance. Miguel is bottom with fucking mad right now, looking to try to take down this tier 1 tower, at least put some pressure on it. He does have the Serpent Wards. Double damage Drew now for Fata. Serpent Wards to go down in that bottom lane. They'll try to take the tower. Illidan's going to keep it at the tier 2 tower. Just farm the jungle. Make it farm the lane with, of course, the mirror images, but really can't get any closer than that. They'll try to trade though. Virtus Pro, they've gotten not much damage on this tier 1 tower right now, so they've got to be careful. TPs are going to come through, at least one coming in from Miguel up in the top lane right now. Gonna head to the jungle, try to get to that 4-staff. Doesn't even have tranquils yet, might not even perform. Just might
tower is under attack.
the 4-staff at some point. Sakshika now going for BKB next. It looks like with the Ogre Club picked up. Backing off is going to be Virtus Pro. G's going to TP to the mid lane. He's going to get farm. His Midas on cooldown for a bit. Still down in the bottom jungle is fucking mad as well as fun. They're ready to fight. Ice Blast already came out. And I was thinking, I mean, Virtus Pro, they have this late game kind of carrying the Nagasiren, but Sigma, they can't really fall back in the Doom as much. They still have the Doom for the Nagasiren if they're going to fight. But even if this goes late, what are the chances Sigma can take this? Because they have a Doom and not a Nagasiren. Still actually pretty good with that Doom. With the Serpent Wards, if they get a good team fight, they'll be in an okay position. But G's going to start doing work in team fights in a couple levels as well. I mean, already level 10. He's got 4 points into his Quas Exort, 1 point into his Wex now. His Invoke is actually still level 1, mind you, but not that big of an issue. He still has his Midas, so he's getting towards level 11. He's getting a decent amount of farm as well, 5,000 in the net worth chart as well. They're backing off. There's 5 heroes top of Virtus Pro. They're looking to fight. Illidan's going to send his mirror images maybe to the Ancient stack here. We'll try to farm top well. These illusions. Arsard as well has his blade mail now, so Arsard off to a start, but he's in okay position now. And I haven't seen him use a hook shot once, so maybe now is the time. Fata's here alone. He's here alone, but could be plausible. Sashika and fucking out working on this tier 1 tower now. They don't group wave here to help them out, but guess what? They've got some wards, so they don't really need it. Maybe some Gret and half top. Miguel, Crystal Nova, get this blink attacker on cool spread as well. Can he get the face? Gonna go. Oh, nice flame break. Gonna stop that. Fox is gonna blow up the Crystal Man. In the Misa. Sakshika getting locked down. Doesn't supply. Barely hit having the kill. Illidan taking some tower from the Serpent Wards. Doesn't really matter. They do have a tower though. Sigma picking that up. It's 5 to score. They've got full now. They'll back off. Funzy. I'm down in that lane. It looks like that tower even without your ones are clicking a little bit, but there's two tier 1s down right now with Serpent Wards helping that cause along the way. Nagasiren has die and sitting on 1600 gold, so it'll continue to farm away like a madman with how much CS? 45 CS. It's a lot. It's a lot of last hits for Illidan right now. I mean, 2,000 gold bank is pretty damn good. His boots of travel will be done soon if he wants to get the next, which you generally see on the Nagasiren. But the top lane Ancient Apparition triumphs that Agam Scepter. Sometimes you will see Ancient Apparitions just sit in a lane to use their Hand of Midas that they made up a bit late to try to get some levels and some farm. That's not the case with Funzy right now. He just wants to get last hits and be a part of fights. He doesn't want to have to put any money into a Hand of Midas, even if it's going to grab him some experience and some levels. That's not his kind of style, apparently. Yeah. We might be in for a long one here, though, I think.
Radiant's bottom tower
Just as with the Nagasiren, and I keep going back to it, but it's rather important to talk about. Sigma, they're putting on the pressure here, but we haven't seen them really try to fight outright yet. I mean, it's only 2-5 to score 60 minutes in, so it's a cry from kind of the fast and furious gameplay we saw in the last game between C9 and Insane. It's just more so, let's farm, let's see who can get the most farm here early on, we'll see if we can take it late. We can try to fight and push down towers methodically, bit by bit, but don't do anything too crazy. And that's kind of Sigma's game plan. They don't want to try to push too heavily and too fast. But they will find Jotum, looking for a lasso flank. They don't even need it, just too much damage. Just squishy Crystal Maiden, gonna fall to Doom. Looks like Living Death got that kill for him. Maybe when he gets a BKB, they fight a bit more aggressively, and I'd say that's probably the case. He's not too far away from it. With Devour and Nidus, he'll probably get there in the next couple of minutes, maybe even a minute or so. All the meanwhile, G, he picks up the top tower. That's a tier gone. The first tier 1 of the game to fall for Sigma right now. Checking out the graphs real quick, 4,000 gold lead going for Sigma. Experience lead, it's only 1,000, so one of those rare games where you have more of a gold lead than experience lead early on here, and a lot of that is because Fritters Pro did a nice job laning, Jottam using the jungle as well, and Naga Siren just getting plenty of farm up the top, and pretty much every other lane on the face of the earth, so Illidan's going to make those mirror images, push them forward in the lane, just sit back. He still has level 2 Song of the Sour, so if he gets in trouble, he can always pop that if necessary. In the meantime, Sigma, they're going to pick up Roshan. He's just getting hit by these poor Serpent Warriors just trying to do work and trying to grab an Aegis here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Kind of making their move over there. They should know this is happening. They've got a nice little observer here just to give them some vision of what's going on outside the pit. They're grouping in mid right now. The flare's going to fly through, so they know this is happening. They can steal this. There's nobody in the pit, so Arsar can't really go for a hook shot right now. Even if he did, it's on cooldown another 3 seconds anyways. They can take this. I mean, they have control right now. You look at where fucking Matt is. He's back home. You look where Vate is. He's just running down right now. They're going to take the tier 1 tower first, and then maybe try to go for Roshan next. Maybe going to be some defense coming out from Sigma here. They have Miguel, they have the Blink Dagger, they have the lasso, but the Radiance putting that Blink on cooldown, one of the benefits of Radiance, obviously. Going to get pushed back. Sunstrike's going to fly. Only doing a bit of damage to Miguel, just clipping him. They're clipping the wings of the Bat Rider. The Bat, in fact. Puck has a Dagon, by the way, so the Dagon a more popular build than we kind of are used to seeing as of recently. A lot of the time you see a Puck, you're going to see a Dagon going out for him right now. So, Roshan getting frostbitten, getting taken down. They're still ready to fight. Arsart killing an illusion real quick, can hookshot if necessary. Sakshika blocking the way there as well as fucking Mad. Illusions are going to come through. Going to try to kill them real quick just to make sure that they're not doing anything crazy. Fucking Mad sitting on 2,000 gold, trying to get towards that Blink Dagger, but the Forge Spirit's doing a lot of work. Get out of there! You're taking a lot of damage, my friend. Okay, he will survive. Sunstrike! Oh, gee! What a skill shot. What a player. Now they're mad. Blink Blaster coming through. Song of the Siren. Ice Blast. NS in trouble. Hookshot in from Arsart. TP out from Illidan. They want to just slow things down. Bots is still trying to chase. Might jump through. On Dreamcoil going through Dagon and NS. He can't get there. Doom is up on Arsart. They're going to at least grab 2 of these kills. Or 1, excuse me. A 1-for-1 trade. Puck grabbing it. What a Sunstrike from G. Unbelievable. You saw fucking Mad just stop here, too. He could have walked right here, and he would have been fine, but he stopped. However, they will have room now. You could say fucking Mad was a bit of a martyr. They ended up grabbing Arsart, which is really one of the main concerns, and they wasted the Song of the Siren as well. When you're standing around the Roche pit, that's going to make you kind of think twice about heading in there and just trying to take that Roche. So that concern gone and alleviated. 1948, the Roche timer. Sach's going to pick up the Aegis, excuse me. He has his Midas as well, ready to go. He's going to head to the jungle or regen up real quick. His BKB now done on top of that. And now, it's still Illidan farming. He does have the highest net worth in the game, and no surprise why. He's got 79, 181 CS right now, 14 denies, almost 80 CS higher than Doom. And on top of that, G's farming pretty well himself. He's got 106 CS, so this is a situation where Virtus Pro, they should feel comfortable. I mean, they understand. This is where you're telling yourself, okay, if we keep dying, that's fine. We still have the late game in tow. We can take this late enough. Don't give up. If they have chat wheels or relax, you're doing fine would be another good one. New meta even. Ultimate Orb now up for Illidan. Maybe gonna head into that Manta style next. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. Bot on top lane. Maybe build towards the Scythe next as he has a gun and build towards the next level of Dagon's after Scythe. Push up Miguel, ready to fuck Blink Lasso. And that's getting called out. Got to lose your Dagon and it's in trouble. The Flamebreaker gonna grab the kill for Miguel. Nicely done. G with the boot jump. He's got the 4 steps as well. a little sad that his friend has died and I thought that poor him getting just killed. He does a face card that's not very nice, come on now. So if we look at the actual we know what Naga has.
Under attack.
The dude, we know what he has. Fun's getting very close to that Scepter. Has all he needs in the early game. Is that a Dagon 2? It is. So Fata foregoing Sec altogether right now. Mel, we already talked about Artar picking up Preds as well, and you know, there still is the 5,000 gold lead for Sigma, but who knows? Fata with the junk touch, ready to fight. Gonna look for that bottom rune right now. 22 minutes in, already spawned it with Invis for the Naga Siren, so Illidan will pick that up, head to the jungle towards on the ground. Consider Tormentor just being kind of an asshole. You gonna be like that? No, you're dead. Doesn't matter anyway. I don't know, Fata scares me with the amount of damage she can pump out as well. It's kind of scary in that regard. That's Sunstrike. Fucking Matt wasn't gonna make the same mistake twice. He walked around a bit before that happened. Illidan will disconnect from the game. A pause is gonna come right out after that. Please no disconnect Dondo for 30 minutes, please. Would be great. We'll see though, I'm sure he'll be back right in just a second. So, I keep talking about it. I mean, Virtus Pro, they have the late game covered, but Sigma, they've been pretty aggressive. They've grabbed a couple of kills, they've gotten the Aegis, but at some point in time, they're gonna have to start really thinking about 5-man fighting here and just trying to take the towers. Virtus Pro's NS draws a little circle saying, this is where we all are, we need to stay together right now, we need to be careful of where everyone else is for Sigma. Funzy is here, so is Sakshika, he's gotta, or excuse me, fucking Matt, he's gotta head back home before he can really be a part of anything. He's going for mech next, he's got the headdress now, so he'll get there soon. 1,000 gold in the bank for the puck. He could go for another Dagon, realistically, if he wanted to. Miguel is going for the smart item. The BKB is going to be the next choice for him, just to make sure he doesn't get locked down with whatever it is that can lock him down. Nightmare, Cold Snap, Frostbite, Battery Assault, what have you. There's still a couple of other abilities that can really just kind of cause havoc towards the Batrider, and Snare being one of them, Fiend's Grip being the other, Hookshot as well. I just feel as if VP's lineup is a bit more well-rounded if it gets to late game, and I've said that time and time again, and I'm sure you're all sick of it, but Naga Siren has 220 last hits at 22 minutes in, which is a disturbing amount of farm when you think about it. His sole job has been just to last hit, just to hit creeps, essentially. And who doesn't love hitting creeps? I can tell you what, Illidan certainly does, and he's feeling it right now. It's unfortunate he has to disconnect out, but things happen. Internet, not the most stable thing in the world. Same with my computer, apparently. G finally putting a point to Wex. He's level 13 now. Got his level 3 Invoke as well. Level 17 is what he wants to get to. Get to that level 4 Invoke and just start pumping out the damage and the spells as quickly as possible. He's hit a couple of Sunstrikes here and there. One decent one. Fucking mad getting caught out. Unfortunate for him. You have to have at least one. If you roll a game and you're not able to hit a Sunstrike skill shot, it's a bit problematic. So a reminder that this is going to be the last game of the evening. We had Cloud9 versus Insane not too long ago. Virtus Pro versus Sigma, this is the last game of the evening. In the studio should be starting soon, if not already started. So you can head over to Beyond the Summit just to make sure that's all ready to go, ready to be set up. I do apologize for the overlay issues early on. It just happens from time to time. To be fair, I'm casting a lot of stuff without draft overlays, but that's no excuse, so my sincerest apologies. I know we missed about 5 minutes of gameplay because of that, and that's unacceptable, so hopefully I can be forgiven for that. The Ultimate Orb is done, so the Manta Style should be coming out right now. In fact, that might be Astra. No, there's nothing on the courier for the Radiant team yet, but the Manta Style should be the next item. the Naga Siren here. He could go for a Lincoln Sphere up against the Doom. I'm not sure if he will. In this scenario, it wouldn't be too big a shocker or too big a surprise considering the Doom is available and last one on top of that. Lincoln Sphere is an okay item choice. But if you want to go for pure farming and kind of that just pure Naga Siren build, Mantis style is probably the best option. However, that may not be the best case here in this game because, like I talked about already, there is that lesson, there is that Doom. Even Dagon to a certain extent. There's a lot of stuff to break that Lincoln Sphere. You have to be careful of that. Funzy is sit very close to that Aghanim Scepter. He's about 400 gold away right now, less than that even, just to get there. Once he has that Ice Blast, it's going to become a stupid big nuisance. He'll have level 11, so level ult will come out as well. Everyone's kind of converging around mid for Sigma now. They can jump on G if they want to. They can they can try to take down our start. They can push down the tier 1 towers. The last of the game for the tier 1 towers for Virtus Pro. And so offlane as well. So it's certainly an option for them. It just comes down to what Sigma want to do here. What are they going to try to accomplish in the next couple of minutes, with the Aegis especially. Now that they have this, you can expect to see them do at least something. They're not just going to sit back and farm, I don't think, especially now that they have the BKB as well. BKB plus Aegis generally means let's be more aggressive now. Let's fight a little bit harder. And the damage is there for Virtus Pro to kind of counter them. It really comes down to who gets a better engagement. But we'll see. Casper asked for ETA. I wasn't going to do it myself, so how nice of him to ask. We can do one of these things. A new Russian. So, Illidan's currently offline. We had the same kind of issue earlier this week. Mantis from NextKZ, offline for 2 hours, couldn't reconnect Steam. Hopefully it's not the same issue. Yeah, I don't really know what MS is saying, sadly. Sakshika just agreeing, saying da. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I hope everyone's having a good afternoon. It's Saturday afternoon at that. Maybe a bit later for some of you in Europe town. Getting close to 10 o'clock over there, maybe 11, depending on where you are. And it says about 5 minutes or so. At least is I'm assuming that's what it means anyways, so. I talked about it earlier. The implications of this game they're pretty big. I don't want to say it's all or nothing here, but it's a big game for both of these teams. You have both of them sitting at 7-3 right now. They're tied with Fnatic, who's also 7-3. Alliance is 11-4. They don't have any games to play left. Team Empire is 10-1. They're probably not going to get caught, assuming they win the rest of their games, which I mean is a pretty fair assumption at this point, considering how good Empire has been playing in the past couple of weeks. So if you look at what they have to deal with, if you look at who they have left, Sigma, they have to play Fnatic as well. They've got the retry, which should be an okay game for them. They've got Na'Vi, and that's it, I think. I've missed one or two there, but yeah, I mean, so two of those games are very, very tough for them. Na'Vi and Fnatic are going to be a very, very, very tough situation. Whereas you look at Virtus Pro, they've got this game, obviously. They've got Rock's Kiss, not an easy game to be sure. They've got Cloud9, another difficult game. And on top of that, they have Empire. So, and then Power Rangers to clean it all up as well. So Sigma has arguably maybe an easier time. No, they're both pretty difficult. I can see both of those teams just losing all of those games, or even winning all of those games, but Sakshika getting a little mad here, understandably so. Yeah, like I was saying, Empire, they have a couple games left. They have against VP, against PR. They're not going to get caught, I don't think. Empire are probably not going to get caught. The way they're playing. Yeah, so really it's just because Alliance is 11-4 right now. So one of these teams will lose this game. They'll have 4 losses, and if both of the teams win out, they'll be tied they'll at least be tied with Alliance. Cloud9 is another factor you have to think about. Fnatic is another factor you have to think about. So Alliance, they're first right now, but is that going to be enough? Also, is another question to ask. Navi still have a lot of games to play. They're 5-1, I think. Navi have the majority of the games to play, even. So that's another factor you have to keep in mind. Yeah, Navi have like 3 games on April the 6th, pretty much right in a row. So really what it comes down to are kind of these 3 teams, Fnatic, Sigma, and Virtus.pro. If they can all keep up their level of play, I can certainly see Alliance not making it. I can also certainly see none of these 3 teams making it. I can see Sigma, Fnatic, and Virtus.pro all not making it in favor of someone like Natus, Vincere, of course, and Rock's Kiss as well. Rock's Kiss is 6-3, so they have a lot of their games to play. So you're looking at, let's see. You're looking at 7 teams with 3 losses or less. Whereas Alliance has 4. 11-4 is a pretty decent, respectable in terms of what you'll be able to get done. But it just remains to be seen if it's going to be enough now. So, I don't know. Obviously, I could theory craft all the way to the bank, but what it comes down to is who's going to play well in the next couple of weeks here. Apparently we have some modem issues coming out from Illidan here, so both teams are willing to wait. Casper doesn't seem to be of the same mindset. We got nowhere to be, speaking for the entire stream in general. We got this though. Items? Just this. No Doom items, really. No sword, nothing like that. That's interesting. Let's see what else we got going on here. They changed this up a bit, so now you can actually click on the portraits, and it actually brings you to the person, so. Valve fixing up the showcase mode and also allowing it free camera when you're casting is pretty nice to have. Hopefully it entertains you. Jadam says that he's in Skype and he's reconnecting, so we're getting closer to reconnecting and getting back into the game, having the pause ended. Those are okay. Those are trees. Those are trees. Reddit Forge Ring, please. Nope. Rachel the Mortarbat. There we go. "22 minutes in, you have 220 CS. Pretty nice. Pretty decent amount of CS coming out for the Nagasira right now. Level 2 Song, level 12. Illidan does reconnect to the game, and it looks like we're ready to go. He's gonna continue to farm. Sakshika's they're ready to fight. So is NS. We'll get unpaused here in just a second. Here we go. Back in the game.
With gratitude.
Top's getting pushed in. Tier 2 tower might take a bit of damage here. There still are a lot of tier 1s on the map coming out from Sigma, however. This one's getting kind of low, 203 health right now. Ice Blast flying out. I'm gonna find Illidan potentially. Yeah, it does hit on him. Once again, it's only level 1 Ice Blast. No. He uses the Song of Siren to avoid the Ice Blast damage. Wow. What a player coming out. Also, Miguel was thinking about maybe jumping on him. That would have been questionable. He was the only one around here. He had Firefly going. He had his Blink. He had his Lasso ready to fight as well. 12,000 net worth, the highest right now. Back and forth we go between the Doom as well as the Naga Siren. Reminder that the Naga doesn't have a Midas. No big surprise there. She could farm effectively without it, so there's no point in getting it. The mirror images, the Riptide as well. Only level 1 Riptide still. That'll be leveled up soon. Maybe get some stats as well. Bot's taking a lot of damage from that Radiance, just from the Radiance alone, the right click and the Riptide. So you've got to be careful of that. Miguel, Blink Dagger, ready to fight. Deny on the tower coming up from Fada just to make sure they don't get that bit of extra gold. Top rune going to be haste. We'll see who picks that up. 24 minutes in. And this could be an even longer game because of the pause as well. This game already could have gone 50 minutes. With the pause on top of that, counting all the time of drafting, could even go for 70, 80 minutes, something like that. So, you got a long one in store potentially. Unless a fight breaks out and Virtus or Sigma get just absolutely handed to. Miguel looking to just jump on somebody. They have vision here. A lot of observers coming out. They have the hook shot coming from Arsart. Blade Mail's going to go the 4-step out. Miguel will survive. They can't lock him down under the cogs. The Sunstrike. Miguel zigging back and forth here just to make sure he doesn't get hit up. So the Sunstrike will miss there. G trying his best to connect on that. Doesn't get it done. In the meantime, G will continue to farm up. The Sunstrike already used. Forge Spirits are going to go. And this is now when they take this tier 1 tower potentially. There's no fortification. Fox is going to try to do his best to try to split push and have somebody rotate top. That'll be Illidan, so he'll just take that farm. He isn't going to go for the Lincoln Sphere. He's going to go for the Manta Style. No surprise there. The farming continues onward and upward for Illidan. He's already got just so much CS. 240 right now. They'll continue further. Day on the creep coming out. Fox is just trying to bring these down as quickly as possible. Flare going through. Half health already for the Buck. He's going to have to face shift and get away. Arsart, no hook shot for another 6 seconds. Everyone's kind of around this top side of the map for Virtus Pro. They still have a tier 1 tower that they can try to take down bottom. The tier 2's already taking a bit of damage there as well. Now roaming through Miguel, trying to take the ancient stack here. He'll 4-step his way out of there. He already used his blink to just get there and get the farm.
Middle tower is under attack.
And Funzy has the Aghanim Scepter now. He's also got level 2 ult. He just skilled it up, so Ice Blast is going to become a bit of an issue, whereas before it was just kind of like something that tickled you. Now it's something that's actually worrisome. NSG, Arsart, all making their way into the jungle. Miguel getting chased down by the illusions, doing a bit of damage. They're Manta-style illusions, but no heart just yet, so they're not as tanky as you might see. Aether Shock's going to come through from fucking just trying to push them all back. Paris, Fatsa, they're here ready to fight. Everybody's in this bottom half of the map right now. Everybody's looking to go on somebody. Fatsa has Dream Coil. He got Silence. Blink. Silence is up. Odin get chased down. Not using the Dream Coil. Sakshika came through. He had the Doom ready to go, but they're not going to try to fight. G now sitting up on a Ultimate Orb, trying to get to that side by his next. He's level 14, so no shocker there. Ennis is actually picking up an Invis, and he's got Fiend's Grip, only level 1, mind you. Looking at levels, the supports for Virtus Pro right now, they're very underleveled here. So, in the event that Sigma win a fight, it's probably going to be because of that reason. There are level 2 ultimates. NS, oh my god, his heart must have been beating. He thought he might have been gotten initiated on there. That's scary. Oh, he walked right through the Sentry Ward though. Sakshika. Fucking mad, excuse me, getting Sunstruck. Funzy now down in the bottom lane here with that Aghanim Scepter. And he's just going to make his home here right now. He'll sit here, he'll farm, he'll throw up Geist Blast when necessary, but he doesn't really need to participate in a fight. Yes, he does have Chilling Touch. Yes, he has Cold Free as well, but Ice Blast is going to be his main utensil for engagements, which you can hit from pretty much anywhere, and it's actually better if you're across the map for the most part. Get the increased range.
Dire's middle tower
Ice Blast,
is under
so
attack.
increased radius, if you will, the sphere, the spherical nature of it. Arsart backing off. He himself is working towards the BKB. It looks like he's picking up the Ogre Club right now. Fata's in the mid lane. 27 minutes in, and right now there's not really been a whole lot of fights that have just kind of indicated where this game's going, where it's headed. Scythe of Ice is now done for G. Virtus Pro are going to get to a point where they might want to fight soon, because Illidan has his Vitality Booster, Heart of Trask. Once you have the Heart of Trask, the Manta Style, and the Radiance, maybe it's time for you to start fighting. You could maybe pick up the Blade or something along those lines. You could maybe pick up the Butterfly, but do you really need it at that point? You're already doing enough damage as it is, especially against the squishier supports of Sigma. We've seen how fast fucking Knight will fall. We've seen how fast Funzy can fall. Miguel, his Blink Dagger getting cancelled, obviously, because, of course, the Radiance Burn. Fought the same. He does have the Dagon level 4 now, and that's actually a lot of damage. Burst damage of 700, nice little bit of a cast range as well. They're going to work on this tier 1 tower. There is a fortification, but I don't think they'll get it for this tier 1. There's too many people up here. Super Wards might be used. They don't even need to be. They'll throw them down anyways, just for the hell of it. Virtus Pro showed no signs of stopping on this tier 2 tower down bottom. The Nagasar and Illusions are going to town. Riptide's going to come through here in a second and try to push this group with back. TP's coming with the Ice Blast as well. That might hit everybody, and it will. It'll land on just about everybody except for Jotum. Sunstrike coming through. Nice kill coming through. They get the Bane. They have the Fiend's Grip going through to grab the kill on Fatsa. They'll take the tier 2 tower. Maybe looking for a tier 3 now. They've got an opening. There's no Fatsa for 50 seconds. Does he have a buyback? He does, if necessary. Tier 3 tower taking a bit of damage here. They have the Alacrity.
Another
back into the game. Virtus Pro gonna throw up his illusions. He'll use the Song of the Siren and TP out as well. No BKBs coming through right now. Blink forward from Fatsa. They'll try to find whatever they can, but already making their retreat. Jadam is backing off. So is G, making sure they get out of any sort of trouble. Roche is respawning in 5 seconds. Maybe Sigma picked this up, but Fatsa's forced to buy back. Whereas he might have bought a Dagon level 5 or a Scythe device close to it anyway. And that's not going to be the case anymore. Sunstrike coming through. They see fucking Mad Fatsa, and they're both in the pit. They realize this is happening, but Sigma, they don't want to back off here. They want to try to take this. No wards in the Roche pit for anybody. You look at, there's no dire vision here. There's no radiant vision. Flare's going to come flying through pretty much every 5 seconds or so, or however long their cooldown for. But the Forge Spirits are going to fly right now. Hex is up now, as you can see. Roshan about to fall. And Virtus Pro, they're going to give up another Aegis to Sigma.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Doom picking up the Aegis once more, so Sakshika has that. He's got his Assault Cuirass as well. His BKB, he still has yet to use it. Sakshika taking a lot of damage from the illusions, but they've got to back off. He's getting kind of low. He has to level death in it as well. The Naga Siren getting ever so close to that Heart of Farask. Sitting on enough money to buy the Reaver outright. Just needs the recipe if he wants to go for that next. I don't think there's anything on the courier either. So looking at item-wise, G has the Scythe done. Gem of True Sight now up for NS, and they're actually getting a lot of farm here. Goldgraph has actually dipped back in favor of Virtus Pro a bit, but it's still 2,500 gold lead for Sigma right now, and experience lead of 700 as well, so... Top lane, TP coming through from Sakshika. They're going to try to push this back, maybe even catch out Arsard here. They don't have the Naga Siren. Maybe that was what they were looking for, but roaming through the jungle, Sakshika fucking Mad Fatsa are here. They're going to run right into Arsard. Arsard too overextended. He gets Serpent warded. The Ward Trap coming through, not even necessary. They grab the kill with the Illusory Orb and the Dagon. Just a bit overextended. Yeah, not the best place to be for Arsard there. The top lane, Fatsa, Paris. Continue to farm, tier 2 tower, a bit of damage taken. Something's coming on the courier right now. Mech is finally done for fucking Mad. They can start to fight a bit more aggressively here. Tier 2 tower might be the first point of interest for them. Serpent wards are down for 74 seconds though. Oh, look at those illusions, just doing so much work on fucking Mad. He is so sad right now. He has to use the mech early on here just for the illusions. G taking a tower mid with his Forge Spirits alone. The tier 2 will fall. They didn't forward it. They did try to defend it with TP. They'll trade 1 for 1 in the meantime. Funds into the tower. So at least somebody got it. TPing mid is going to be Father just to push us back. So towers are falling left and right, but we still have yet to see a real 5-on-5 engagement, and I don't know if we're ever going to see one this game. I just don't think it's going to happen the way the game's gone. Maybe when I guess starts getting real on, but it's going to pick off into a tier 3 or something. That's really what's going to happen. Heart of Trust now done for the Naga Siren. Dagon level 5 now done for Fatsa. Illidan, he's feeling pretty confident with the farm that he's got. 4-5 right now, 2 more items to really grab before he is 6-slotted, and that'll be probably about 45 minutes or so, and then they can really start fighting after that. There's no point in kind of just delaying any further. They're in fact going to smoke up right now and look for a kill, maybe in the top jungle. They're going to head there. They make Sakshika, he has an Aegis, so even if he goes down, the cavalry might come through for Sigma to help him out stay alive. See what kind of line they take. They have drawn anything with the minimap right now, but NS is going to run right into somebody. Batrider coming through. Lasso might go. The Hex is up right now to the side device. NS is doomed. Sun to come through. A first big fight might fly. No, Song of the Siren. Ill slowing this down. The Manta style. He's got mirror images. He wants to fight right now. Arsar getting close. There's the BKB. Paris doing some damage level. Getting chased down as Miguel. He's hook-shotted. He's cogged up. He gets Lasso off, but he does die. Fucking Mad, getting chased down into these illusions. The BKB is gone. As you can see, oh, chasing out. The mech is going to go. They are not going to pursue any further, or will they? Paris, turning. Mirror images are going to fly. Taking too much damage. He has that Aegis. He's not ready to go through again. Ice Blast flying way off the mark. BKB now done G, they're gonna keep going forward here, dying to the illusions of the ratings burn. Is gonna be fucking mad. Now they're gonna look towards a tier 3 tower, maybe pushing in. Illidan has no mana. They've got to be careful. They've got to be wary. Heading down to the bottom lane. Bots are gonna lose you up. Maybe jaunt away as well. They can't get back killed. The tier 3 tower taking a lot of damage in that bottom lane. Funzy and now Bot the day gowning up a creep. Froth Spice, excuse me, Cold Feet as well. Now the tier 3 tower mid, that's going to be the focus here. Paris is up. He's got that Aegis, so he can afford to take a bit of damage here. Backing off is going to be Virtus Pro. They don't want to go any further. Just playing very cautious Dota right now. We've got what we came for. We have a couple items on the way. There's no point in taking a fight, especially if we're ahead right now. There's no point in kind of throwing this, I guess, almost lead we have. Even if they have one. Which they don't, really. I mean, 2,500 gold lead for Sigma still, experience-wise, is actually 7,500. So they don't necessarily technically have a lead, but it almost feels like they do right now. They're kind of winning these fights. They're not trying to fight 5-on-5, though, and that's what you saw in that last engagement. They were very passive that entire time, just sitting back, waiting for the spells to be used on that, and just kind of waiting for certain items to get there. Once G had his BKB, though, they were a bit more aggressive. They wanted to wait for that item specifically, and that's not a big surprise. He can still get Doom, but once the Doom is down, he can kind of go at it. Even if he gets lasted up, he still should be able to survive, assuming he popped his BKB beforehand. Illidan now with 20,000 net worth, 18,000 coming out from Sakshka. He has the BKB, he has the Assault Cuirass, he's got the Boots of Travel, 3,700 gold in the bank on top of that. Could go for a Heart of Trask if you wanted to. Even for another ore item if you really, really wanted to. Holding down bottom, split pushing. The Mantis style, the mirror image is just doing work. Miguel looking to try to push this back. He'll Firefly up. He's got his blink ready to go. Still trying to get towards that BKB. Song of the Siren coming through though. Used very defensively from Illidan. He didn't even need to use that. There was no way Miguel was going to be going for that kill. Ennis and Arsart, they're up here as well, ready to fight. Arsart has his BKB, his Blade Mail. He hasn't really used it all that often this game. In the meantime, top, Serpent Ward's already go. They want to try to pin this tier 3 tower. There is T coming home for it, so they're ready to fight as well. It is not a level 3 ultimate, so still the cooldown is at 120 seconds. Right now it's at 90. Once it gets to that level 3 ultimate, they can be a bit more aggressive potentially. Blink, Doom, Illidan getting caught out of position. There are the shackles. He is in some trouble right now. He has back luckily. He's not dead yet. Nice force staff. Means grip on Sakshka. Blink, lasso, and as all getting caught out. Illidan's dead as well. Double cooking up from Sakshka. Back immediately from Nagasarin. And now it looks like Sigma should back off from that. They're not what they came for. They're trading blow for blow. No taking tier tower just yet. Navy, hold that thought. 66 HP left. And no. Look at the tower, but now the Boots of Travel coming through. Down for 20 seconds. Some of the ultimates down. No Song of the Siren. And that's dead for a couple of seconds. They'll push down some of the illusions. The Force Spirits as well. Flare coming through from Arsart. 3 tower bottom still okay. Now they'll back off. Sigma not trusting themselves to fight while that tier 3 is getting closer pressured again. They'll go mid instead. They'll look for the tier 2 tower potentially, but no. They don't. Now that Ennis is back up, and Song of the Siren is going to be up in just a couple of seconds. Illidan bought back, but if they get a kill on Illidan here in the next couple of minutes, while his buyback is down, maybe they can win the game. But that just doesn't seem to be plausible right now, unless they find a huge pick-off. Illidan's going to be playing pretty passive Dota for the next couple of minutes, I'd imagine.
Double damage.
Miguel with the Blink Dagger now picking up the double damage room. Just trying to get to that BKB. Sakshka there as well, ready to fight. Jadam and Ennis. Just bottom juggle. And Virtus Pro are just traveling as 4 men right now, even 5 to a certain extent with G. And not getting that too far behind. So they're just kind of sitting around together in the jungle. Sakshka, Miguel, fucking Mad Fox. So they're all here as well. The only one ringing up the rear is going to be Funzy, but once again, he's got Ice Blast, so that's pretty much the majority of this team fight. Is after you kind of throw that Ice Blast, you're like, all right, I'm done here. That's it. That's what I've that's what I've brought to the fight. So Fox is going to grab the Invis rune. There is a Radiant Ward scouting everything out. They were smoked up. I'm not sure if they smoked right on top of that. They're trying to fight on Fata. They know that he's around here somewhere. They have a gem somewhere, I think. Maybe not. Arsart does have it. Fata getting caught way out of position. He is going to get taken. They're still wrapping around Miguel, looking for a lasso. Maybe not Sigma's best fight. Now he's going to get Fiend's Grip. He's in trouble. BKB from Sigma. Arsart's going to fall. 2 for 1 so far. Buyback immediately. Song of the Siren going. They're trying to bring down Paris. Sakshka. Aegis is gone. Fucking mad. He's getting kind of low G. Blink away coming out from the player though. And snares up on Sakshika. 3 down from Sigma. The 4th about to be Sakshika. Trying to TP out. He's not going to make it. He is down. Illidan getting a double kill. Now the push up. There are 2 gems right next to each other. The ward's about to fall. The tier 3 as well, which is sitting at 66 HP. Maybe the first set of racks coming out. And VP are looking very, very good. They should be in the lead right now in terms of gold. No, it's still in favor of Sigma, but it doesn't matter. They can take this game nonetheless. And they'll push right into the tier 3 right now.
Dire's bottom tower
5-axe, who's got him? Anybody?
Dire's bottom tower.
Fucking Matt is the only one. 46 seconds for Sakshika to be down. 25 for Fatsa. Not the best. They are going to lose a set of racks for sure. There are no tier 2 towers except for the top one left on the map. So rotate mid right now. Look for another set of racks, and then it gets extremely hard for Sigma to win this game. Virtus Pro, they're taking it on the back of a very farmed Nagasar. Get close to 6 slot here, trying to get that defusal blade. Almost 5 slot. In fact, has enough for the defusal outright right now. They're going to try to defend, mind you. Here we go. Tier 3 tower. Funzy's here. He already threw up the Ice Blast. CP coming through. That spots it. That's really the hero they need. Blink Lasso. No. Mirror Image is just in time. What a time Mirror Image from Illidan to avoid the Lasso there. Mech is up from fucking Nat, just trying to push them back. The illusions and the Force Spirits, the range racks, excuse me, melee, getting focused down. Dream Coil not hitting. TP's coming through. Jotum surviving. So is Arsword. He's got a hook shot to get away if necessary. They will not get another return kill, or any return kill for that matter, from Sigma. They lose a set of racks and almost a melee racks on top of the extra racks that they already lost. Roshan. And this is going to be what Sigma need to do. They've gotten 2 already. This is Cheese and the Aegis. And there's going to be the mech used. Virtus Pro, they're smoked up. They're ready for this, though. They know this is happening. Arsart looking for a hook shot, but Miguel is in the way. He's got that 4-step. The flare's going to come through. Sakshika trying to take this down as quickly as possible. Song of the Siren might go. BKB from G. Hook shot in. Sakshika, he hasn't picked up the Aegis just yet. Nobody has. He does get it in the end. G's trying to do work here. Miguel falling very low. He's going to fall 2 down in Sigma already. G's been doomed up. Sakshika is doing work. They've got to back off now. Fatsa, Dagoning up. Illidan trying to man fight right now. Arsart running through as well. They want to get this Aegis. They're not able to do so. Fatsa getting cogged out. Silence is up. Buybacks coming through from a couple of heroes. Illusory Orb jaunts away. Funzy gonna get ensnared. He is gonna fall as well, but they have Fatsa alive. They have Sakshika alive. Maybe not worth it. Sunstrike roaming through. I'm not sure where. I think it was on the high ground here. Paris just avoided. He actually waited, making sure that Sunstrike didn't hit him, but they still have 3 dead, and maybe another set of racks going to go. Virtus Pro, definitely the driver's seat after that last Roach fight. They have 2,500 gold lead now. Experience lead is 6,000, still going the way of Sigma. Dire's Courier is going to go down. That's even worse. Might have died at the side shop. I'm not sure. That's the Radiant.
Dire's middle
yeah, right at the side shop, right over the Roach pit. Another set of racks is going to fall. Virtus Pro take the kill there. The tier 2 tower is still available top. Sunstrike coming through. Fatsa getting hit up with that. Taking a lot of damage. He's in trouble. Phase shift away. There's going to be the freezing field on the ground. AA hook shot again, missing it up. G taking a lot of that damage. The right click. Miguel dragging somebody back. That's Illidan. Virtus Pro not with the best fight. They're going to Song of the Siren. They've already lost 1. They're going to lose 2. Fatsa's still alive. Hanging on by a thread right now. They TP out. But Virtus Pro still have completed their objective. They've gotten 2 sets of racks right now. Fatsa trying to fight on NS. Phase shift going through. He will fall. Nice couple of kills coming out from Sigma. However, buyback should be available for a couple of the heroes. Oh, G actually just bought back, so he's down for 70 seconds. But still, can they push out? Doom's not the best in terms of pushing, and that's a bit of the problem. Whereas if you look at the Nagasar, it's kind of the opposite, where you can just push for days. So they can't really push outside their base that much. Luckily, they still have a tier 2 tower, so at least their tier 3 is safe for a bit of time. Their last set of racks is standing strong and will continue to do so. There is a buyback coming out from the CM. She does have it, but she's going to respawn anyway, so no point in using it. NS, he's down for 20 seconds, which isn't too bad. Really, I mean, yeah, right now, there's nothing they can do with this. Sigma are maybe in some trouble. Heart of Tarrasque recipe is done for the Doom. He also is going to pick up the Vitality Booster real quick and have that heart finish up, and at least that's something. Four step up for the Clockwork right now. That's actually surprising he got it that late, 43 minutes in. Arso's he's not had the best game. I mean, you look at his GPM and Yeah, 295 for an offlane clockwork. Hasn't found much room to farm.
Do it with
Whether it
flair.
be through kills or CS from the jungle or anywhere really on the map. Ice blast flying through. That's gonna hit on Illidan, it looks like. He's gonna back off now. Tier 2 tower top, still standing strong. The last island for Sigma, really,
Dire's top
other than
tower
this tier
is
3
under
instead of
attack.
Rax. 633 GPM coming out for the Naga Siren right now. Buyback status is more important, I think, in terms of really what we need to look at. The only buyback from Sigma is Fata. That's it. Duke can try to farm that, but he's 1,300 gold away. This tier 2 tower, the last outer tower from
Dire's
Sigma,
top
about to
tower
fall on
is
Virtus
under
Pro.
attack.
And they're on the verge of taking this game.
Dire's top
This is a
tower
big
has
victory if they
fallen.
can get it. And Sigma, they don't want to go down to this team. They still have a lot of tough games to play. A victory for either team would be huge. Radiance Burn doing a lot of damage to fucking Mad right now. He's got to back off. Miguel, BKB ready. He's sitting on the backside here. Observer ward up on the high ground right now, but also one cure from the Dire team. Blank Lasso, Illidan getting caught out of position. 4 step further. Can they get the kill here? Song of the Siren on the fly. No big surprise there. Now Virtus Pro, they've got free reign over this fight. Sakshika has the heart. He's going to be tough. Cog's gonna fly, BKBs are up, Fonsa Salas coming through. Not a good fight coming out from Virtus Pro now. They've got to back off. Sakshika working on S, the right click, the level death as well. The Serpent Ward's John getting caught out. Troop Coil on to 4. Illidan is still doomed up. Arsar doing what he can. 2 down so far from Virtus Pro. Sunstrike coming through. They grab another kill. Naga buys back instantaneously. TPing into the fight. Everyone getting low. Bunzi about to fall from the Naga who bought back right now. The illusion's doing work, but not enough there. Paris getting caught out of position. 1 down, finally 1 down for Sigma. Vata phase shifting. Miguel still chasing after Illidan. If they get this kill, that's huge. They're looking for more. Vata body blocking Illidan right now. The flame break misses. Sakshika getting chased down or chasing down Illidan. There's the shackles. Everybody from Virtus Pro is dead other than G. Nice deafening blast. Double kill for Illidan. Using Suffusal Blade. Vata's gonna go down as well, but Sakshika gets it done. That's no buyback for Illidan for a while. Paris getting caught out. He's got the heart. He's a bit tanky. They can't take him down even with the sights. Buyback coming through from fucking Mad. Paris might go down here. G wants this kill. What abilities does he have ready to go? The 4 spirits are going to town. BKB used again. He's got to force it. 608 health left. He'll TP away. Cold Snap. G, he will use it. He's forcing the issue. Paris, look at this man fight. But no, G doesn't want to be a part of it. Now Paris backs off. And in the end, Sunstrike not going to be enough to get the kill, even if he did hit it, which he did. What a mess of a situation. 56 seconds for the Naga Siren to be down. She tried to clean up the best she could, but there was no real help coming out from her team. G was the only one still alive, and he already blew most of his abilities there, so he couldn't get anything done. NS got picked off pretty early on in that team fight. Really, most of the supports from Virtus Pro did very early on there. The BKBs helping out so much for Sigma. The right click not nearly enough coming up from the Naga Siren right now, even with Diffusal level 2, even with the heart, almost has the butterfly, and then at that point, maybe they win this game, but still, they're trying to get into that tier 3. They did do enough damage to take the tier 3 tower down. The range rack's taking a bit of damage there. Lasso's up. That'll be NS getting caught out. He's hexed as well. He is down for 47 seconds. That's not good. Naga Siren still down for 15. About to respawn finally. Illidan, he'll get back to farming. Getting close to that butterfly, but this would be a heck of a comeback for Sigma to win this game. 2 sets of Raxes down. All of the 3's gone. Another set of racks about to fall soon. The range racks take most of the damage there. Jalen getting caught out. Bots. He's shifting Crystal Nova as well, jaunting away. Illidan, he's got him snare. Vata, you can't afford to go down, and he will. He has no buyback right now. That might have been the pick they needed. Sakura backing off. Miguel's here to fight. There's the BB, and there's up Dooms on Illidan. Now, the sports Illidan has got to back off. He's got no buyback for another 324. Doom doing some work here. Nice Tornado G to push back any sort of regression. Sakshika, Frostbitten. Out of field going through. Not enough damage. There's the last one. Miguel hookshot in. Sakshika getting focused down. He's ensnared. He's in some trouble. Riptide getting L. Gems on the deck. Paris taking damage. Arthart with the blade mail doing work. Buyback immediately. Sakshika. We're not done yet. Double kill coming out for G. TP to the base, off the 2-4 towers. Sakshika doing whatever he can to deride Ventus. Still alive, is fucking mad, backing off now. Up at top lane, Illidan doing work, pushing to the base. G, Ghost walked up. He's ready to fight. Sakshka's so damn tanky. Miguel buys back. Illidan, they want this Rex and they want it now. They want this game. A tier 3 set of Rex gone. The last tier 4 up. If they get all of them, they probably win this one. Ensnares up. They're ready to fight. Hookshot and Sakshka getting caught out. Fiend's Grip as well. The Cogs pushing him back. BKB going through. NS getting caught out. Miguel doing the job there with the flame break. Illidan backing off. Lazo's up. Hex is up now on Paris. There's the meatball. BKB on cooldown for 40 seconds. Shackles are up. Illidan using the mirror images. Does he have Song of the Siren? He does. They'll grab the kill on fucking Mad. Sunstrike going through. Not enough. Paris getting low. Miguel. BKB but the ensnare goes through it. He'll fall down. No buyback there. Ice Blast coming through. G getting hit up, and he has the BKB, but that doesn't matter. Ice Blast actually goes to the BKB, but it doesn't matter. Vato will call GG. The Ancient is going to fall. That's going to be the game there. Sigma defending to their last breath, but just too much farm for Illidan Storm Rage. Virtus Pro playing a bit better as a team, and that is going to be it for the last of the StarLadder games this evening. Thank you so much for joining us here on the StarLadder English stream. My name is Mont. If you enjoy the cast, you can follow me at twitter.com/Dota2. I do apologize for your issues with the overlay, and there's absolutely no excuse for that, so my bad, everybody. Luckily, no harm done. We got to see the majority of the game anyways, and now we will, of course, just, we have a bit of a break here, so StarLadder for the evening. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow Beyond the Summit right now in the studio, about to go live. If it's not live already, make sure you guys go watch that over at twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit. They have the guests of Purge and No Tail, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Of course, make sure you follow them on Twitter, twitter.com/Beyond the Summit, and twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit. That'll be it for me. I'll put up a little quick commercial break and head out of here. See y'all later.